here at the Hive in Davie, Florida, my strength and conditioning training facility where Coach Andy Hanley, he's the owner of the Hive, and we've been working with him for over 4 years, I want to say.
He's at the point now in his career where he can really coach himself. I'm just here to pat him on the back and tell him he's doing a decent job. So we're kicking off the set here. Quick superset. So you can see essentially what we're looking for here is with this anterior load, we have him in that kind of arms up front guard position. As he's descending into a squat, he's got to do a really good job of maintaining nice neutrality here through the spine. So everything we're doing here is we're just basically firing up the system that when we get him into the Kaiser jumps, which you'll see now, his body's kind of primed and prepared to tolerate that load. All right, Xander, nice and tight now. Pause, pop. Good lad. Boy, we need the 5. Come on. Hey, there we go. You gotta work hard to maintain that. Let's go. Keep me above 95. Last 2. Final 1. That's excellent. We can bring that camera around here and have a look. The target was 5,000. He's hit it. Right on schedule, Xander. Right on schedule. Traditionally, we've gone snap and we've paused. I want doubles. So once we're here and we get through, immediately reload and get out. So it's going to be that 1-2 punch, right? Then we reset. Dip and drive with the hips.
Well, the boxing workout, obviously we focus on the boxing and the opponent, on creating the game plan that we're gonna be taking or trying to make work during a fight, as long as no adjustments have to be made. And here we work on whatever my body needs for this fight to feel good. If it's explosiveness, if it's speed, conditioning, strength, whatever it is, we always look at the opponent and see what we need to work for him and what we think is gonna work for him, and he creates that game plan here at the Hive.
Slow down, slow down. Nice, right? Nice. Over and under, right there. Over and under with that same hand, right there. Yeah, turn it. Turn your hip with it. Do it again. Go take that hip with it. That's it. Do it again. Come back with the hook. Nice.
Unified super welterweight world champion Xander Zayas looks in great shape ahead of his title defense clash with Jaron Ennis. The Puerto Rican rising star is only 23 and is getting ready for the biggest fight of his career. Boots, meanwhile, is also sweating it out in the gym as he prepares to conquer his second weight class. After dominating the welterweight division, Boots has made it clear that he's here to clear the division, and he's starting his journey against Xander Zayas.
I feel like everybody gotta come through me regardless through this weight division. Like I said before, I'm the cash cow of this division. If anybody want to fight, they're gonna make the most money fighting me than anybody else. So I feel like I'm the cash cow of this division, and I'm the best at this division.
What do you think of Fundara's style? It's very unique.
I mean, I don't know. Like, he's just tall. He's tall. Like I said, I can watch him, so I can't really sit here and like explain. Like when the time come, I'll watch him. But as of right now, from this little stuff that I be seeing, it's like he's just a tall pressure fighter. From the stuff that I be seeing.
What'd you feel about him losing to Keith Thurman
losing to Fundora, what do you feel like Keith Thurman should have did to deal with a guy that tall, since you're used to dealing with bigger guys?
With taller guys, you got stay in their chest. You got to be in their chest. You got to dog them out, and don't let them get no room to breathe, basically. Yeah.
You know, this was the most I've heard Xander talk pre-fight. You think he's overconfident, or you think he's just amping himself up?
I think he's just happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
He's just happy to be here. I ain't gonna lie. I think, like I said, if you really believe in yourself, you would have took that 55-45, bro. Like, to the winner.
So let me push back on that, because you're saying if you really believe in yourself, you took the 55-45, but you're pretty much regarded as the best guy at 154.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are just like, all right, by like next year, you're going to be like number 1 pound for pound.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that already show that he already believes in himself?
No, like I said, roles are reversed, and I had the 2 belts, and a young, hungry champion like him versus anybody in the division, and they would have came to me like, yo, we're going to do the fight, but we want to do 55-45 to the winner. I'm going to be like, bet.
What played you in mind when he said he had to, about feeding his family? And, he replied, what was the first thing you thought when he said that?
No, I understand that part, feeding your family and all that, but I gotta look at it like this too. He not as a big of a star as me either, so he don't really have too much say-so or leverage. So I now that I'm like thinking back, like, I kind of understand, but I would have took, just me personally, if I was in his X spot, and I'm coming up like that, I would have just took the 55-45 to the winner, because I know that deep down, I'm the best in the world, and can't nobody do that with me. I'm just.
Boots also touched on the criticism he's been receiving before the fight. Many believe that Boots isn't deserving of all the praise he's getting. Legends like Terrence Crawford, for instance, have disregarded Boots as the gatekeeper of the 154-pound division, giving credit to Sebastian Fundora instead. Boots was quick to respond, stating that he's not bothered about the critics. He reiterated that he's the best boxer at 154, and that everyone is aware of what he's capable of in the ring. Speaking of Zayas, Boots stated that he doesn't let his mind wander about what his opponent is up to. He's focusing on himself and giving his best in the gym. He also stated that he's preparing for everything Zayas brings to the table on fight night, hinting that he and his team are closely studying Zayas' every move before they fight.
Sure.
I know you don't particularly care for what like Crawford says for the most part, but do you kind of feel like some of his critiques to you are like, I don't know, maybe like hate a little bit? I know online he recently said that Fundora is the best guy at 154. He said Fundora would beat you. What do you like to thoughts on that?
I don't pay that no mind though. None of that stuff be bothering me. But like I said, I'm the best at 154. Everybody know it, and I'm gonna keep standing each other every time out. You know.
So we saw you in your last few fights. Like you flattened down, you walked forward on guys, and you got guys out of there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like fighters don't remember when you were moving light on your feet, and, and showing your other skill sets? Do you feel like they're underestimating you when it comes to that? Like he's gonna chase you, or feel like he can get around you?
I mean, like I said, I don't care what he do. It's nothing he really could do like to stop what I got going on right now. Like I'm super locked in, super focused, and on tasking him. Whatever he brings to the table, we're gonna be ready. You know, we got a lot of guys that's going, deliver, in camp, and we're gonna show up.
I know previously you fought, I forgot the guy's name, Lima, and then before that you fought Ennis. Kind of guys that's like stand in front of you.
Yeah.
But before that you fought Karen. Even though you won every round, a lot of people saying that maybe you might find a struggle with somebody that moves a little bit.
People
just tell you what they say.
I know.
Like,
people are slow. I don't worry about what people say. They think. I'm glad y'all think I don't know how to fight no boxer. That's good.
I just wanted to know, like, have you maybe like went back to camp, probably like worked on a few things where you just like, okay, maybe I could have got better in this aspect and that aspect.
Yeah, no, for sure. Every camp that I have, I go back and try, fix up things, sharpen up my tools and things like that. And everybody focus on one fight. Like, that's cool.
Do you think he take this fight too early in his career?
He already signed the dotted lines. It's over with now. It's fight time.
Jaron also talked about the lack of credit he could receive if he does best Xander Zayas on June 27th. Boots went a step further, confidently correcting reporters to say when he wins rather than if. He explained that boxing fans and media are fickle, drawing a parallel to his past fights where critics labeled the matchup a 50-50 test beforehand, only to call his opponent a bum once Ennis dominated. Because of this moving goalpost, Ennis stated he no longer cares cares about media validation. Instead, he focuses entirely on fighting for himself, his family, and securing his boxing legacy.
But do you think that people are going to kind of look at you and be like, Xander was good, but he was 23? Do you expect to kind of hear that, or are you just like, yo, whatever, I got the belt?
I don't look at none of that stuff no more. Like, I don't really care. Like same thing with Stan Jonas thing. Everybody was trying to say the fight was 50-50. Then when I beat Stan Jonas, everybody was like, oh, he a bum. He just see that. Like bro, like, y'all crazy. Like,
you know, Boots, I refer to you as the phenom. Roy Jones, he said that you remind him a lot of him last week, and he said that you are a serious problem.
Yeah.
When you hear Roy Jones say stuff like that, man, what do you think about that?
Roy Jones is one of my favorite fighters, so it's a blessing, you know. But I'm the first Jaron Boots Ennis.
Ron, should you win this fight on June 27th and that other fight?
Correct yourself. When I win this fight.
When you win this fight, June 27th. I'm from Philly. I can't act like a homer. When you win this fight, June 27th, and that other fight comes back around with Ortiz, with you having 2 belts, do things kind of change contractually with that?
Most definitely. Cash cow. I'm gonna keep saying I'm gonna cash cow. I got 2 belts. Everything on my playing field now, and if you want it, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got come on.
Speaking of cash cows, do you think fans don't win fights? What do you think the outcome is going to be as far as the fans? Puerto Ricans, Philly, like who you think would have the edge in fans in the fight?
I think we're gonna have the advantage. Philly. It's in New York, you know. They're gonna have I think it's gonna be like 60-40 mile away with fan wise. Maybe, you know, we'll see. It don't matter though. Fight night, I'm gonna come out on top regardless.
What do you do better than Xander, and what round do you think you'll knock him out in?
Everything. Do everything better than Xander. We ain't not gonna put no round on it, you know, but there's no it's coming. I ain't gonna look for it, but it's coming.
So you don't think he brings something new to the table that you never see before?
Nah. I've seen everything. I done from the amateurs all the way up to the pros. I done seen every style. Cubans, Dominicans, Russia, Ukraine.
While Boots is working on cementing his legacy, Xander Zayas seems to be working on the same objective. The Puerto Rican champion has made it clear from the start that he's not an underdog fighter who's going to make it easy for Boots. In his very first interview with Ring Magazine, the Puerto Rican boxing star opened up about his reason for approaching Boots for this fight, and he seemed a bit too overconfident.
Xander, everyone is already buzzing about this fight. How are you feeling, and why was it important for you to take the toughest test of your career at such an early stage?
Manu, thank you for the time. Thank you for being here. Man, everybody, like you said, is buzzing. I feel like this is the biggest fight of 2026 thus far. And it was important for me because for me to say that I'm the best, I got to face the best. And Jaron Boots Ennis is one of the best names in the division, you know, alongside other fighters and myself. So come June 27th, I will claim why I'm the best 154-pounder in the world.
And like you said, everyone is buzzing. Everyone's talking about it. Jaron Ennis himself, he's giving you immense credit, and rightfully so, for taking this fight when you had the leverage to call the shots and choose any route you preferred.
Yeah.
At the age of 23, what does it speak to you? What does it speak for you as the fighter you are?
Man, I feel like a lot of people will love or love to be average in life. I wasn't born to be average. I was born to make history. I was born to keep writing history. I've been writing it since the day I was born. And this is no exception. This is the biggest name. This is the biggest test. And I'm going to write history one more time. That's what it's all about. That's what you're in the sport of boxing for. It's easy to just get complacent and just fight old names or old guys that were champion 3-4 years ago, or just fight an easy fight that you know you could win and get easy money. But when everything is on the line, when a lot of people is doubting you, that's when the stakes are high. That's when you got to perform, and that's where I perform at my best.
Zayas isn't interested in fighting past champions and old guys for easy money. He's looking for the tough challenges where everything is on the line, and he's looking to make history with this fight. But let's not forget that he's only 23 and he's fighting the toughest fighters in the division at such a young age. He also confirmed that he was the one interested in this fight and that he and his team initiated contract negotiations.
And it appears this fight was made without a hitch. Fairly simple behind the scenes. which was a far different case than what Ennis experienced negotiating with Virgil. Why do you think that was the case, and what do you make of this?
Um, like you said, it was an easy negotiation. I feel like we both wanted to fight. There are no buts. There's no what ifs. We both want to fight. Let's make it happen. The fans want it. Why not make it happen? With Virgil, well, I guess that happened every time there was a conversation of a big fight with him. He always wanted it too much of his way and never wanted to be, you know, he didn't want to play the game. He didn't want to play the game. He only wanted to play his game, and that's why he never got a big fight. It was super easy. I feel like not just me, but the whole team, everybody behind the scenes, Jaron Boots and his team, they can tell you it was just fairly easy conversation. We both wanted it and we both made it happen. That's what it comes down to. When both fighters want it, it's an easy conversation to have.
Did you and your team go into this fight be like, here's everything that went wrong with Virgil. Let's make sure it doesn't happen and we can get this done?
Man, I don't. Firstly, I don't know what went wrong with Virgil. I don't know what. I mean, obviously the Sue and all of that. They had all that stuff with Golden Boy and Golden Boy with them. So I get that. But outside of that, I don't know what went wrong. With me, it was easy. You want to fight? Yes, let's go. Let's make it happen. That's it.
It looks like the failure in negotiations between Boots and Virgil Ortiz prompted Zayas and his team to jump in and make this fight happen. This is a fight that Zayas sees as a massive opportunity for his career. He respects Boots, but proclaimed that Boots hasn't fought anyone like him before. Zayas made it clear that dismissiveness is exactly what he's counting on. He didn't hold back, stating that going to take him somewhere he's never been. He further warned that he's going to make it uncomfortable for Boots and proclaimed that he's more athletic. He also feels more composed and ready for this fight. Zayas didn't stop there as he talked about how his recent run in form has helped him improve and boost his confidence.
You're obviously confident, but what do you think makes Boots beatable in your opinion?
Everything. He's never been uncomfortable. He's always had it his way. He's always, have fighters that put up a little bit of a fight and then they quit. When you have a young champion that is willing to risk everything to go in there, man, that's scary. And he has me now in front of him, and he's gonna have to adjust because he's gonna be really, really uncomfortable come fight night.
Without giving away your game plan, can you just talk about some of the strengths and weaknesses that you see already?
Man, he eats every straight punch. He eats every hook. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he there's a lot of things that I can take advantage of. I'm as athletic as he is. I'm as tall. I'm as big as he is. And again, he just never faced somebody like me before.
And your confidence is on an all-time high right now, right? 3 wins in the last 13 months. We've seen the development during your title run, back-to-back title wins. What do you credit your improvement to?
Man, I'm growing in the sport, knowing what I'm capable of and pushing myself every time, pushing myself to the limit, knowing that I'm the best and understanding that when you understand that, it's simple to get the work done. It's simple to push yourself harder and harder every single day because there's nothing to prove to nobody. It's something to prove to yourself. And I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to prove myself.
Zayas has certainly improved since his last 3 fights. He'd even managed a 9th round stoppage in his fight with Slava Spomer. He does seem confident about his chances against Boots Ennis. As the interview concluded, Zayas mentioned that he had a surprise on fight night. He also dismissed the poor showing by Puerto Rican fighters against Americans over the years, stating that he's going to change that trend. And when asked about making a name for himself in boxing's pound-for-pound list, Zayas had the most interesting response.
Who's the one top guy out there that you think will help you with sparring? Are you bringing the team together already?
Yes, we have a couple guys. I'm not going to mention it till everybody sees it.
Oh, so it's going to be a grand reveal.
Yeah, it's going to be something special for everybody.
Well, we can't wait to see it. As far as this fight, what are you thinking? What are you envisioning? What's going on in your head when you're thinking about how this fight plays out?
Man, shocking the world. Proving myself right one more time. That's what it comes down to. I'm going to come out victorious. It doesn't matter if it's by knockout. It doesn't matter if it's by decision. I'm going to make the adjustment like I always do.
and I'm gonna come out victorious come June 27th.
You're very proud of your Puerto Rican heritage. We have to talk about history really quickly because it hasn't been kind when elite Puerto Ricans and Americans face each other. We talk about Trinidad got stopped by Hopkins, Cotto got lost to Mayweather, and all the way back to Wilfred Benitez. He lost to Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns. How is it going to be different for you, and how are you rewriting history?
Man, you know, respect to all those legends, but I'm Xander Zayas. I'm Xander Zayas. I write history, and I'm gonna do it one more time come June 27th.
If you beat Boots, is this going to be the
When
kind
I
of
beat
win?
Boots, when I beat Boots,
Will that be the kind of win that elevates you to the pound for pound list?
I mean, I think so. I mean, he's supposedly the best name at 154. So once I beat him, I should enter the pound for pound list. But again, that's something that I don't have control over. That's something that, you know, the writers and everybody that votes for that has control. But I'm not focusing right now. I'm not focusing on the pound for pound list. I'm focusing on beating Jaron Boots Ennis.
By the looks of it, Zayas feels he has a shot at winning the fight against Boots Ennis. However, pro boxers are sounding the alarm on this fight. Rolly Romero, for instance, recently gave an honest opinion on both fighters and believes that nobody stands a chance against Boots. He also expressed his disappointment that Vergil Ortiz wasn't the one fighting Boots, stating that this was the fight everyone wanted to see. When asked to rank the three fighters, Rolly Romero didn't hesitate to rank Ortiz higher than Boots. His prediction for this fight is clear though. Romero feels Zayas can't beat Jaron Ennis.
Given that situation, it kind of opened up the door for Xander to walk in to get Boots. Xander put a picture out that he signed a contract to fight. No one knows who the opponent is, but the speculation is it's Boots. How do you see that fight going?
I mean, shoot, it's hard to really go against Boots because on that one was specifically Xander. You know, I feel Xander's still young. You know, Boots is a lot older and has a lot more experience.
Now, a lot of people kind of hold Xander and Vergil to the same level, maybe. Oh yeah, do you think, my guy?
You good? Man, of course. You safe or you good? You need me to save?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I'm safe. Don't worry.
You're good. Yeah, no, but a lot of people hold Vergil and Xander kind of like right there with one another. But I feel Vergil a little bit.
Vergil and Boots? Or?
No, Vergil and Xander, because you know how Vergil's been going at it with Xander verbally. Like they be dissing each other a lot. Like I don't know if you saw what Xander did earlier this week. It was Vergil's birthday. He was hitting a punching bag. Xander was hitting a punching bag. Had some boots on, and he's like, "I would like to wish a happy birthday to my favorite prospect." You know, and Vergil's retort to that was like living in his mind rent free. You know, to
I
Xander.
mean, didn't Vergil have the WBC interim?
I believe so. Yes.
I mean, at that point, you're not a prospect anymore.
Yeah, but a lot of people see it like not a real world champion. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, still, regardless, I mean, I don't know. Vergil has done fought everybody that he could get his hands on.
Yes.
And done stopped everyone he could get his hands on.
Do you think it'd have been a better fight if it would have been Vergil versus Boots instead of Xander?
I mean, I think that's a fight everyone wanted.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's no ifs, ands, questions about this or that. I mean, like, that's a fight that everyone wanted.
Now, let me get your rankings on all three of them, because those three seem to be stuck in a triangle. Boots, Vergil, Xander. How would you rank them 1 through 3?
I say Vergil, number 1.
Okay. Number 2?
Vergil over everybody.
Jaron Ennis is obviously the favorite going into June 27th. His leaked training footage and sheer confidence during interviews give him the edge in this fight. But don't rule out Zayas because he's more than capable of causing an upset. Who do you think wins this one? Let me know in the comments. That's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.